scoreless first half. These teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Adrian Peterson, 65 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the pressure gets to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Hester. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Antonio Gates, 35 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Andrews trying to run. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Denver's offense now set to go. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Adrian Peterson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the 2nd half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. Gates has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Jackson. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Antonio Gates with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
What now?
Now Carr, gotta have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Shotgun now for Carr. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. To throw his Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chargers offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. The Charger drive about to get going. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it will sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Looks like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one went. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. They need 18 yards here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. And now here is another interception. Snatched by the safety and Reed. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou cut.
Let's get it.
I'm looking at the other side. Defense is better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top.
A big hole. Look at him go. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 97 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. This one is blocked. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. Talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, you want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit returning it for 6.
On first and 10, here's Winston. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was out, they really didn't have much of a choice to just pick up a box.
Set to go now on first and 10. From the gun, Winston going up top. And is brought in. And he will score. Down Denver. The extra point. Up and good. Broncos move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. The kickoff team is out of the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. He'll take over at the 30-yard line. At the same time, it's ready for it there. First possession of this second half. But at the same time, the Broncos have it.
How you like this?
How you do? Talk about the points of pressure, and the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front end of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of range it out. So you want pressure against the
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Easy. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. On the gun, on third down, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's going to have the Broncos first down. They convert in style. On fourth and long. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They keep it on the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. On play action, Winston. Will try to run for it.
It's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
His kick is good. He got it. So it is still a one-score game, but his momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here is 1st and 10. Ready! Set! Let me go! The throw is Winston. No one open. He'll drive to his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. Ready? Play back. Winston. Fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Ready? 2nd down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Ready? Wait, Jameis. That is incomplete. Here we go. This could be their final play. It's 4th down. Ready? Let him go. Let him go. They'll go. Winston. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ready? First down. Winston. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively. I mean, just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Let me go. Let me go. 2nd down throw for Jameis. He'll get the and he's going to be dropped. Pick up about 5. Winston. The throw left side going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
How you do? Try to force a turnover and make a play. Get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save it.
His throw left side is completion. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock stops with 1 minute and 6 to go in this one. This is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But they'll get the drive going here. Drive is 1st down. Let's go! Down. 40. And he finds Tyree. Keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. They stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
He'll throw it left, and that's his running back. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Ready!
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go! A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of the playmakers and just let them do the rest.
He's caught left side by St. Brown. First and 10 now from the 36. So Kittle comes in motion. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to take off. So that is a great job defensively to run to the football and to just a short game.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a touch short. This one up on the ground. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up fourth down. This is scooped up by a member of the offense. And he's going to have a first down. What a crazy play. That ball was still live. He scooped it. The defense couldn't get to him in time. Ready? To throw, here's Winston. And he's going to be dropped. He can get to him at the 15-yard line. First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Play action. It's Winston. And he'll take it on in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Now an open at the 30. Oh, very good field position. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Ready. They motion the slot man left. On first and 10, here's Winston. He's going to look for the home run ball. This will be incomplete. We'll try again here. Second. Ready. Now Winston. Down the field. Offside. Now going to knock down the 15-yard line. Ready. They'll drop the throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. Here comes what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready? Got.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Return. He has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. The frame in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. You couldn't ask for a better turn in momentum. Not only did they score, Greg, but then they kick it off and they scored again.
Well, how many times, Mike, do you hear teams talking about the double dip, right? Before the half, they score, break, and you score again. They were able to do a double dip without ever having to go to the half break. I mean, better chances to score before the opposing offense even has a chance to take the field.
Winston will run into the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. Defensively, I mean, just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second. So Kittle comes in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL like the play-action passing game. You can see here why. The defense had to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
From the gun. Winston. To the right side. That's St. Brown.
Let's go.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And, Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field to the first half?
You wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Whatever his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
It's his running back. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready. Wait. Ready to go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on to the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Ready.
Second and 4. Finds his man, it's Amon St. Brown. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Ready. Let him go. Play.
Takes the handoff and he'll throw. And he will score. It's a touchdown. The Saints take a 6-0 lead in quarter number 2. Amon St. Brown, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And they'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. The Broncos back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's up to them to come through. Get some points for their team this long. Has a hole left. Room to run. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out at halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos tied this game 7-7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Play, Hannah. Play, Hannah.
Here's Winston to the air. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit
Green,
brings a
double team.
1st down.
Ready. Let him go.
Second and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short, when you're feeling good about yourself.
Five on the
Negative
50.
play, well, now
Five on
it
the
becomes
50.
critical 3rd down.
Play, Hannah.
Kick the running back in motion.
Play,
Throw on 3rd and 2. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. This our last play of the quarter.
Ready. Let him go.
First down and 1. And without much room to work, he has a minimum See how they approach this second down.
Ready.
They're gonna give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Let's go.
First down.
The time to play.
Not in the time crunch just
Three,
yet, but
triple
they're
team.
hurrying to the line anyway.
Wait, got it.
Here's Winston. Time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. This could throw. It's intercepted. He takes this one for 6. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the block's going just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space, nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. Well, we all know at this point, turnover is the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
There's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of. But over the test of time, turnover is the number one thing that costs you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready. Where we go?
32. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Running back sent in motion. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready. Where we go?
Shotgun snap. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, kid, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up timing it right there. But then it was like, okay, time is running out. I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk it. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Kittle brings it in. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and no more timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Wait. Wait, that.
Red zone now. Drops back. Needs an open man.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Ready. Wait, got it.
They send a tight end in motion. This one. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Let's go now.
Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Pulls it down close. And he's short at first after
situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just...
And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. So it's
Even.
play. It's going to take you to the red zone. And he's brought down for a loss. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. All right, here we go. Second down.
Ready.
He breaks the tackle. He's within striking distance. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the one. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Ready.
Carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey,
The Saints call their third and final timeout.
Ready. Let's go.
He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap.
Ready. Let me go.
Headed up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So it's a win.
one with a three tight end look.
Finish it on!
They'll begin here on the ground. Off the great tackle. He manages to get 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
180!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. To work with, it is 1st down and 10.
Set! Hut!
Right there, they'll open this one up. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. To the 20. He's going to bring this one
And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Ready!
Richardson off the play fake. Eyes the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
Come on.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Sit out!
Drive will start on the ground. And good
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Strike. Shut up.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, it's Rippon. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here are the Dolphins now as they're set to go on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Go.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
This game started. It's 1st and 10.
Step. Ready. Unlock line. Ready. Ready. Hut.
Hand off to Taylor. This is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. Pickup of 12 on that.
Ready.
And it's good for Indianapolis 1st down.
Get it.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Colts in need of some points before the break. They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28.
Here we go. Start. Let's go.
And the shotgun is Richardson.
Hustle. Hustle.
Colts are playing from the hurry.
Get it.
Rushing back to the line.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Escapes the defender. They can't tackle him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from zero again.
And he works free. Still going. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Hester. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Julian Edelman, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And now out comes Minnesota. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter...
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
What's that?
Back to throw, gone. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Vikings. Mark Andrews, 74 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Going deep here for Adelman. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Denver. 62 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And this is caught by Gates. Touchdown, Broncos. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmitt Smith from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
What's that? What's that?
Play action. It's gone. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
What's that?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
What's that?
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Hey, kill!
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
What's that?
Straight ahead, it's game. And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
On the odds, you ready? Get on! Ready, sit on?
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. First and 10. It's caught. Smith. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Flushed out right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw is Goff. Here's a screen. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's Jackson. Smith catches left side. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Throwing is Jackson. Goes right back to Smith again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Vikings offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. From the gun, here's Goff. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Goff. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. One last throw here for Goff. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over.